Part, okay, number 9, yeah. Of course, part of the etiquette is that it is totally prohibited to drink in gold or silver utensils and vessels. And this is found in many 5-star hotels. And I've been around the world in 5-star hotels. When you ask for tea, they bring you in a jug of silver. And you can see it's silver. When you go to eat, the utensils are gold or silver. It's different than the room service. The room service people put in their bags so they can steal it. But in the hotel itself and in the restaurants, it's made of gold and silver. It is totally haram to consume it and to eat in that. And also, it is totally haram to eat with your left hand. This is a thing that the Prophet ﷺ prohibited us from doing, and he said that eating and drinking with the left hand is a treat of shaitan that Muslims must avoid. How much time? 10 minutes? Okay. So all of this was before dhuhr time. And whenever alayhi salatu wasalam wanted to gather the Muslims, the gathering point was always in the masjid. So whenever there is something of importance, he would send Bilal or anyone to call as-salatu jami'ah, meaning that prayer gathers people, come to the masjid. So they come, and he would either speak to them about something he wanted to advise them about, or if he wants to send an expedition or a group of the army to a specific place, he would do so. Or if there is a revelation that came and he wants to announce it to them, he would do that. Before dhuhr time, the Prophet used to take his siesta. And this is like a 10-15 minute that would energize you for the rest of the day. Because remember, the Prophet was awake since when, alayhi salam? Since the middle of the night, before Fajr. He was praying night, he just took a small nap before Fajr, and then from Fajr until Dhuhr, you're talking about 6-7 good hours. So this 15-minute breaks the fatigue and the lack of concentration and re-energizes you with the grace of Allah, and it's part of the sunnah. The Prophet says, alayhi salam, قِيلُوا فَإِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ لَا تَقِي. Take the middle of the day nap, your siesta, because the devils don't. So it's part of the sunnah. And I know a lot of the executives in the corporate world who would take this sacred 10 minutes, 15 minutes before dhuhr time. Even in their offices, they would tell their secretaries that I have 10 minutes important meeting. And they just doze off for 10-20 minutes, and mashallah, it gives them a lot of energy for the rest of the day. So if it's time for dhuhr, the Prophet ﷺ hears the adhan in his house. He repeats after the muadhin, and then he prays 4 rak'ahs sunnah, 2 by 2. And in the remaining time for the iqamah, he would utilize it either to speak with his wife and to joke with her and to have a good time, or to attend to his grandchildren and play with them. And this was the norm because he loved his grandchildren. And when Bilal notified him that it is time for prayer, he used to go to the masjid directly.